as you can see that two products are fixed in this reaction, release of carbon dioxide and water. So again we will discuss one of the trick to learn this reaction. When acid reacts with metal carbonate, there is a formation of salt, carbon dioxide and water. Let us take any of the example of metal carbonate and acid. First, I will take acid, sulfuric acid, H2SO4. Again, we are supposed to take aqueous solution of acid. Metal carbonate, you can take any of the metal carbonate. Sodium carbonate, Na2CO3. When sodium carbonate reacts with sulfuric acid, what will happen? As I know that two products are common, carbon dioxide and water will be released. So what I will do, just have a look at this reaction. Water, H2, and I will take one oxygen from here. So there is a formation of water. What is left behind this one? CO2. CO2, it is released. Then this is the positive ion of the salt, metal carbonate. This is negative ion. So I will attach positive with negative. So with this method, it would be easy for me to know which salt is produced during this reaction, Na2SO4. So the name of the salt is sodium sulfate. Acid plus metal carbonate, salt plus carbon dioxide plus water. What you will do? Again, I will separate acid into two parts, positively charged, negative charge. Metal carbonate into two parts, positive and negative. Attach this anion with this cation. Anion with cation, and rest I will release. There is a release of carbon dioxide and water. Let us take one more example. We will take hydrochloric acid, HCl, okay children, and any of the metal carbonate, MgCO3, magnesium carbonate, okay. What I will do? I will separate acid into two parts, metal carbonate into two parts, attach this anion with metal, okay. What will form? MgCl2, 2 chlorine here and Mg here. So the salt which is formed is magnesium chloride. Rest two products are fixed in this reaction, carbon dioxide and water. So this is the way to learn this reaction, okay children. Now again, because one gas is evolved in this reaction and that gas is carbon dioxide. How can we identify that the gas released, the gas evolved is carbon dioxide? Again, it is colorless gas and it is odorless also. So to test the presence of carbon dioxide, there are various tests. The first test is when we bring a burning matchstick near the mouth of the test tube, then carbon dioxide, it extinguishes the burning matchstick, or we can say it puts off the burning matchstick. If any colorless, odorless gas evolved and it puts off burning matchstick, then 100% the gas evolved is carbon dioxide gas. Okay children, this is the second chemical property of acid, that when acids react with metal carbonate, salt, carbon dioxide and water is formed. And how to learn this reaction? Divide acid into two parts, divide carbonate into two parts. Attach negatively charged part, means anion with the metal, and release carbon dioxide and water. Okay, so this is the second property of acids. Now we will discuss third property of acid. What happens when acids react with bases? As we know that acids are sour in taste, bases are bitter in taste. Acids produce H plus ion in aqueous solution and bases produce OH minus ions. Means acids produce H plus ions and bases produce OH minus ions. So what happen when we mix these two one? Obviously these H plus ion will react with OH minus ion and there is a formation of water. So water is one of the product when acids mix with the bases. Let us discuss this reaction. Acid plus base, there is a formation of salt and one product is fixed, that is water. Let us take one example of any of the acid. You can take any mineral acid, HCl, hydrochloric acid, aqueous solution of hydrochloric acid. When it reacts with any of the base, you can take any base, any OH, sodium hydroxide, it produces H plus ion. Again the simple trick, we will divide acid into two parts and base into two parts. H react with OH or H plus ions reacts with hydroxyl ion and there is a formation of water. Okay, so one product is fixed. What will happen? Sodium means metal react with the anion part of acid and there is a formation of salt. So which salt is produced in this reaction? Sodium chloride is produced in this reaction. So when acid reacts with base, there is a formation of salt and water. Let us take one more example. H2SO4 sulfuric acid, aqueous solution of sulfuric acid, plus you can take any of the base, calcium hydroxide, CaOH whole twice. Okay, again the same trick I will follow. Divide it into two parts, attach H plus ions with OH minus ions, there is a formation of water, H2O, and Ca react with sulfate ion and there is a formation of calcium sulfate. The name of the salt is calcium sulfate and water will release. Now I have to balance this reaction. 2 and 2, 4 hydrogen here, so I have to write 2H2O here. But there is one important point regarding this reaction. What would be the nature of salt which is produced in this reaction? For example, if I take strong acid and strong base, if I take strong acid and strong base, so strong acid, when strong acid reacts with strong base, acid neutralize the acidity of base and base neutralize basicity of acid. So the salt which is formed, it would be neutral in nature. When strong acid reacts with strong base, there is a formation of neutral salt. Second one, if I take strong acid and allow it react with weak base, then what will happen? The salt which is formed would be acidic in nature. So acidic salt would be formed. Third point, when weak acid reacts with strong base, in this situation which type of salt is formed? That would be basic in nature because strong base we have taken. So basic salt would be formed. And the fourth and last case, if any of the weak acid reacts with weak base, then because these two are weak, acid is also weak and base is also weak, so which type of salt is formed? That is neutral salt will be formed. So the nature of the salt which is formed during this reaction depends on the strength of acid as well as base. And in this reaction, acid neutralizes the effect of base and base neutralizes the effect of acid. So this reaction is also known as neutralization reaction. This reaction is also known as neutralization reaction. Why neutralization reaction? Because acid nullify the effect of base and base nullify the effect of acid. But the nature of the salt, it depends on these four conditions. If strong acid react with strong base, neutral salt. Strong acid weak base, acidic salt, weak acid, strong base, basic salt, and the last condition, weak acid plus weak base produces always neutral salt. So this is all about the third chemical property of acid and bases. Next property of acids are reaction of acid with metal oxide. Reaction of acid with metal oxide. This reaction is similar to neutralization reaction. So first we will write word equation, acid plus metal oxide. There is a formation of same products as in the previous reaction, salt and water. Let us understand this reaction with the help of various metal oxides and acid. For example, if we take sulfuric acid, aqueous solution of sulfuric acid, you can take any of the metal oxide, zinc oxide, okay. Again, we will just follow same trick. What I will do, I will divide acid into two parts, positively charged and negatively charged. Similarly, metal oxide into two parts. What I will do, just add hydrogen with the second part, means oxygen, and metal with negative part of acid. Okay, so now it would be easy for me to write the name of the products. H2 and O, water is formed, and there is zinc attached with sulfate, and there is a formation of zinc sulfate. Zinc sulfate is an example of salt. As we can see that in the previous example, previous reaction, when acid reacts with base, therefore salt and water is formed, and in this reaction also, when acid reacts with metal oxide, salt and water is formed. It means only there is a change in the reactant. Only one reactant is changed, that is in place of metal oxide, in place of base. Now we are using metal oxide. Rest of the reactant and products are same. So this is the reason that this reaction is called as neutralization reaction. Okay children, and there is one more conclusion we can derive with the help of this reaction, that metal oxides are basic in nature. Metal oxides are basic in nature. This is the reason that because these are basic in nature, when base react with acid, there is a formation of salt and water. Let us try to understand this reaction with the help of one more example. Hydrochloric acid plus, you can take any of the metal oxide, magnesium oxide. Again same trick, divide it into two parts, H2 and O. The water will release, and what would be the name of the salt? Mg and Cl2, magnesium chloride is formed. So these two are salt, these are the name of two salts are formed in this reaction, and when acid reacts with metal oxide, salt and water is formed. With the help of this reaction, we can prove that metal oxides are basic in nature, and this reaction is also known as neutralization reaction. Okay, so this is all about chemical properties of acids